Okay, I think we're good. Hello, welcome to my channel, Daddy Mikulango. And we are playing No Man's Sky. So this is a sci-fi. Sci-fi, it could be first person. I do it in third person because I like it better in third person. And I'm having a blast with it. We're going to start a new game and just kind of walk through some of the beginning things for it. Kind of what we got to do at first. And go from there. We're going to play normal storyline. I've already started a game. So this is more just an introductory to those who haven't played it yet. This game was rated really badly. It came out a few years ago. A lot of people didn't like it. I'm not sure why. Maybe it didn't have a lot of the features that it has now. But if you like exploration, if you like space, sci-fi, this is a really, really cool game. So let's get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and do normal. An infinite journey, explore and survive in the boundless universe. There's different modes. So you get survival, permadeath, once you die you're done, creative, and then community. So this is where you can play with other people, but you can also play with other people here in normal too. So the game kind of starts off, you kind of like wake up, and you don't know where you are, and we're going to go ahead and begin. So the game randomly spawns you in a planet. So like if you bought the game and played it, it would not be the same planet I'm on. It's 145.3 degrees Fahrenheit. It's pretty toxic. Some radiation going on. I don't have my headset in today, so my sound may not be the best. It's okay. So the weather is sweltering. Flora is abundant. So it's 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Hazardous heat levels detected. Perform a scan to find sodium. So we hit C. Our scanner's critically damaged, so we need some ferrite dust. We can get ferrite dust from anything that says, see there says ferrite dust in the gray little circle. So we're going to go ahead and get some of that. We need to get some so we can repair the scanner. We need 50, I think it said. Oh, 75. In the bottom left corner it tells us. Alright. So we're going to hit tab. Go to our scanner. Put this ferrite dust, so now it's done. Now we can hit C and it scans the area around us. Na is sodium. So I'm looking for any Na. And what I'm going to do real quick is, there we go, now we can see me. We need sodium to repair my suit. Well, not repair the suit, it's sodium's the ingredient that's used in our suit that prevents the elements from affecting us. So there's a sodium-rich plant right there. We're going to go ahead and pick that. And now we're going to go click on this and hit sodium. And add some more sodium. So now you see it right there in the corner here, bottom left corner, there's a shield with fire. Oh, something hit us. What was it? Oh, this plant right here, unidentified plant. And if we kill it, it gives us oxygen. We have 17 oxygen. Oxygen fuels our life support system, which in the bottom left corner, that's the heart with the little, it's like an EKG reader or something. I'm just gathering some ferrite dust so we have some. I'm doing a scan. And sodium is right here. I'm just trying to get a little more sodium so we have some. You see my suit's already starting to deplete. So almost everything can be harvested in the game. These are dihydrogen crystals. So where we need to go, see the red right here? Sorry, signal source. So we're going to go ahead and start walking toward that. And what I'm doing is I'm scanning as I go to keep track of if we can see sodium on the way, and gathering some minerals that we may need just in case. Some sodium right here. If you spacebar jumps, you hit it twice, and you can use your rocket. Alright. So getting some more dihydrogen crystals here. When you're first starting, I recommend on your way to the signal here, always look for these kind of like map pinpoints. Collect anything you can. There's sodium right there. So this planet's a hot planet, huh? So all these minerals automatically collect to our inventory. So again, I'm hitting C, which scans some oh, look at all those oxygen plants there. Nice, we need them. Wonderful. All this oxygen will help fuel our life system. Excellent. I was hoping to find a bunch of sodium too, but it looks like it's not readily available on this planet. So we need this to survive. Distress beacon. Boundary separation failure likely. The vessel is emptied. Cause Sentinel intervention. So something came. We're going to go ahead and broadcast. Traveler anomaly detected. That's us. Anomaly is compliant. Position log. System integrity scan initialized. So now we get to investigate the ship and this damaged machinery. So this stuff we don't need it. See, it says junk. We can use it later. We're going to just toss it away to get into the components because you have to get rid of it to get into the machine. And it gave us a hyperdrive module. That's like something that we can use to upgrade our ship later. I'm going to go ahead and go in these little boxes. Gonna move this junk and see what's in this chest. Some sodium in those chests. Dihydrogen jelly. Some more dihydrogen here. So when we jump in that ship, the fire with the shield, my suit is gonna start to regulate. So now we're inside the ship. Ship's online. Our connection's intermittent. Launch thrusters. The thrusters are offline. Engines offline. I find myself alone on a strange world, unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here, no sense of it before. But the ship seems to recognize me. The controls react to my touch, or at least that of my exosuit. I'm not dead yet, and this ship is a lifeline out to the stars. Let's go ahead and read the log. It's unavailable. Substituting some data. The exosuit's connected. Suggestion. Pilot should perform maintenance. Select desired repair path. We want to repair the ship's systems. Self-guided repair protocols initiated. Okay, so the launch thrusters are critically damaged. So I'm just letting my shield real quick replenish so I don't have to use sodium. The bottom left corner, you see it's going up. Because I'm away from the elements, the ship's kind of shielding me from it. Okay, so now we're going to come out. So we have to repair the ship engine. So the game always kind of guides you in the right there. It'll tell you what you need to do. So we're going to go ahead and continue. We have to craft some metal plating. So we hit tab. We're going to create a product and we're going to make some metal plating. And now we're going to put this onto the pulse engine. So now it says we need to board the starship again to consult. Now we're at functional. Starship critically damaged, vital ingredients missing, unable to synthesize required components. Pulse engine requires hermetic seal. So we're going to ask it to help us. Iteration comparison reveals hermetic seal nearby. Salvage planetary chart from the stress beacon cache. Alright, so now we have a new location. Right here, this distress beacon might have what we need in it. Appear inside the beacon's housing as well as its distress broadcast unit. It contains a planetary chart, so we're going to go ahead and take that. So we're going to go ahead and, oh, missed that right there. We're going to go ahead and take this. We're in our inventory and we're going to hit E to plot a route. So now it's scanning the planet because we have the planetary chart. And it shows us where we need to go. This will help us find that hermetic seal. So we're going to go ahead and do a scan, and on the way we're just going to go ahead and... Uh-oh, my mining bean is empty. We have to click on our multi-tool, and it uses carbon to refuel it. And we're low on carbon, so we're actually going to have to... I need to get some plants to refuel. Plant-based, carbon-based organisms give you carbon. We need it, right? So we can make sure we have enough carbon to refuel our lasers. So you see, these give me carbon. If you look in the little circle, it says carbon. So I am harvesting carbon. So when it's time, oh, it overheated. And a firestorm's coming in. So we need to find some cover quick. It's going to impact our shields big time. Where is the... There it is. You can see the weather's starting to kick up. Yep, there's a firestorm now. Here it is. So if you can find a cave, caves will also keep you out of the storm, but right now we don't have one. It's a way to kind of protect yourself. So we're running in the middle of a storm. You see it's 220 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Ooh, something bit me. We're getting close. Oh, I ran out of sprint. Come on, come on. Thermal protection 25%. We're almost there. Need to get into that building. Thermal protection 10%. I don't want to use our sodium. Oh, we're there. Let me in, let me in. There we go, we got in just in time. There was a hollow archive. 6 of 7 locks corrupted. There's one entry. No one making this recording in case leaving behind in the fabricator might be of some use. Visor damaged. Can't find the ship. Let's recover the supplies. The log finishes and the machine whirs to life, spitting out supplies. I have the hermetic seal. I need to repair my ship. Whoever it was that led me here, whoever left this message, perhaps they found themselves in the same situation as I do now. Okay, and the storm is clearing. See what this is. Oh, we're learning a word. So when you start this game, you also start it not being able to communicate with anybody besides the computers that are like plugged into your machine. We got nighttime. Shut out a scan again. Collecting some ferrite dust. And I'm heading back to... I think I'm heading back to the ship. Our mining beam's about out. If you look in the right corner, it says 6. That's out of 100. Check out the log. Repair starship and multi-tool systems. Where was it at? Why did the map go away? We gotta find where our starship is. I'm just repairing my shield and my life support. Life support uses oxygen. I think it was this way. For some reason, the game is not showing me where to go right now. It stopped. I think it was over this way, right? I remember hitting some of these plants up. Hopefully we're going the right way. Oh, some supplies. I think I remember seeing these earlier. Ooh. So those plants, they leave out these little like oxygen looking like things, make you think you can go pick it, and it's really a plant that wants to like eat you. I'm gonna see if I see our ship. Is that it right there? I can't tell. I don't think that's it. So the game is supposed to tell us where we're going, and for some reason it stopped. This didn't happen ever to me. Let's see. I really don't think that's it. Let's see. So I'm gonna craft something. I crafted a carbon nanotube for a scanner for my multi-tool. Now we have an analysis visor. So I'm trying. Okay, there it goes right there. There's our ship. So we were off. So for some reason the game does that to you while you're playing. Decide to play. Get some carbon, and you can build a visor, and the visor will kind of, your ship is always made known where it's at. If you rocket too high and you fall, it does hurt. So you have to kind of guide yourself back down. Okay, so let's go back in here. Let me let my shield repair 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Happens when you have kids. Alright, let's repair the pulse engine. So when we click on it, we just click on the item we got, which is the hermetic seal. So we have 1-dihydrogen jelly for the thrusters. We're going to put that on. And we need to get pure ferrite. So we need to get a refiner. So if we hit Z, we need 1 metal plating. So if we click here, we can build a metal plating. Now if we hit Z, that helps us build a portable refiner. So now when we go into the portable refiner, it needs some carbon to run. If we take ferrite dust, it'll change it into pure ferrite. So we're going to go ahead and let it do that. And we need 50 of that. Okay, so we got our 50. We're going to go ahead and put it in our suit. Put that back in our suit. Come back into the ship. Come here and put the pure ferrite in. So now the launch thrusters are good. Now we're going to go ahead and this is actually can come with us. So we're going to go ahead and take it. And it gives us all the carbon that we put in their bag. So now we're in the ship. All the systems are functional. We are ready to take off from this planet. So I'm going to go ahead and take off. And it wants us to seek answers among the stars. So what do you think that means? What are we going to do? We're going to head into space. If you hit shift and hold it, it moves a little faster. We're in the Euclid Galaxy. In the Okenrong system. So now we're officially in space. So now it wants us to, we have orbital flight. It wants us to test our starship system. Test flight controls and thrust. So we're moving, and if we hit W, there's our thrust. We got that. Testing boost. We got that. Some asteroids here coming up. Shooting them. Hold space to test the pulse engine. So we're going to go ahead and test our pulse engine. This helps us move a little quicker. Engaging pulse. This isn't warp speed or anything. So there we go. Incoming message. Incoming transmission. Please identify yourself. I'm going to go ahead and identify. You are not alone. Follow the broadcast ends as strangely as it began. The final piece of the signal appears to be a set of planetary coordinates. Let's go ahead and input it. Okay, so now we have our coordinates. We're going to look for where that little red arrow is. It's right there. So it's on this planet here. So we're going to go ahead and head toward it. We're going to engage our pulse engine to move a lot faster. That's in seconds. So you can choose to do first person mode also in the plane or do third person. I like third person mode personally in the plane, but for the lore and everything I'll do first person when I stream. It's cool to look inside the ship and see. We'll be there in 5 seconds. Okay. So now we're doing suborbital flight, entering the atmosphere, and we're flying toward the coordinates. So let's see how good I do with landing. I'm pretty bad with landings. We're going to go ahead and start to slow. And nice gentle landing. Yep, cool. Not bad. Alright, let's hop out. Paradise Planet. Weather's light shower, Sentinels limited. Sentinels are robots that attack us. So this is a comfortable planet, looks like. 65.3 Fahrenheit, 65.2 Fahrenheit. So we need to activate up, and there's a Sentinel already here. See right there, it's over there. Scanning. So right here, this tells us our target's aligned. If we weren't, see how it's over to the left, the arrows are pointing and blinking to the left. This is basically, sometimes it's like when you're looking for something, it doesn't really give you an area you need to go to, it kind of just directs you in a general area. So we're just going to go ahead and start heading this way. And it's already attacking me. And it called its buddies too. So we're going to go ahead and run. And not wait. In the right corner, in the upper right corner, you'll see one little star. When it gets to 5, they trigger other measures to find me and do other things. The question marks mean it doesn't know where I'm at right now. Now it says they're searching for me. Normally they're not this dumb. It's just because we're at the beginning of the game. And they keep, I think they... Still searching. We're still going in the right direction. Gathering up carbon. Oh, found me again. Grabbing some sodium-rich plants while we're here. Nice. I think they're still on my tail. Goodness. Finally. So I'm just going to see what kind of materials we have here. 332 oxygen, 649 carbon, and 118 sodium. You need, in the beginning you want lots of carbon, lots of sodium, lots of oxygen, lots of ferrite dust. It will help you. So on your way, just gather whatever you can of everything pertaining to those four those four ingredients are like kind of what will sustain you in the game. Looks as we're almost there. Oop, went too high. So I have to keep going to my visor to kind of use it as long as we're aligned, we're heading in the right direction. Yep, pretty close now. Finalizing the signal for whatever it is we need. Okay, now it's locked. Now we know where we're going. Signal source. Broken technology. The sparking of wires of the machine generated signal, tapping out its broadcast into the void. Whoever left the message is long gone. Let's decipher the signal. Decoding. No fuel in. Failed to reach station. Hazard protection low. No choice but to underground. Deployed base computer. As well as the log entry, the signal contains plans for a base computer and a Terran manipulator. With any luck, the base computer will hold more information about whoever is leaving these messages. So let's go ahead and extract those plans. Okay, so we need to build a terrain manipulator. So we go into our multi-tool. That's in our multi-tool. We're going to hit E to install technology. Terrain manipulator. So we need for this 2 carbon nanotubes and 1 dihydrogen jelly. So we can actually make those now. We go here to hit, we click on it to craft. 1, 2. So we have 2 carbon nanotubes and 1 dihydrogen jelly. See, that's because we collected everything. Otherwise, you'd have to do it. So now we can click on here and install the 2 there. Install that there. So we now have our terrain manipulator. We're going to go ahead and fill that up again. Just looking at my exosuit. You can move this stuff to technology. It's all technology stuff. We're going to go ahead and put oxygen in that, our life support. Carbon, oxygen, sodium. Oh, it's cleaning up. Okay. So now we need to gather copper. So if we hit F, this will tell us. Also, you want to scan everything you can with our visor, right? So when we hit F, it brings up, this is on the computer, brings up our visor. Then you can scan stuff and it'll tell you about its properties. And the reason you want to do that is because it'll tell you, like for example, it'll tell you if these animals are hostile. So we want to scan everything we can real quick in the area. Anything that can be mined or killed, whatever, can be scanned. So we're discovering all of these new things here. That'll help us to know what is what. So I usually just try and scan everything within my vision. See, it's telling me all kinds of stuff. We scanned a lot of this now. Scan that. And it can go pretty far. More stuff to scan. I think for now we'll, oh, there's one there. More scans. Okay. Let's go ahead and open these boxes real quick. See what's in these. Drop that. Nothing was found. Let's go ahead and chart this area. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we need copper. Copper comes out of like mining fields. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for these little 4 squares here. Right there it says copper deposit. I'm looking for something closer. It's cobalt. Paraffinium. Oh, let's see, that's the closest one. 400. Right, so now what we do is we hover over it. Let's do this one and hit E. And now it's marked on the map. So we can just head that way. So now as you see, if we hover over, we can see secondary stuff that comes out of these. Because we scan them, it'll tell us what else will come out of it. Let's go ahead and get some dihydrogen crystals. Carbon and nitrogen. See, this is unidentified material, so we can go ahead and scan it. That's how we know we didn't scan it yet. Ferrite dust and paraffinium. toward the copper. Let's grab a little more carbon. Oxygen. I think we need to scan these. Yep, we didn't scan them. It just says oxygen-rich planet. It'll tell us actually what kind of planet it is. So there we go. And the reason for that is it gives us more. Oh. It gives us more if we scan things. So we want to make sure we scan everything. Alright, where's that copper? There it is. So the reason we need copper is because we need to turn it into a special type of material that we need. And copper is one of the ingredients that can do that. It's an unidentified plant. We'll go ahead and scan it. It's pretty cool how they light up like that. Okay, so we're at the copper deposit here. You can see it. So now we need to hit G to switch to our Terran Manipulator. And we're going to mine the copper out of the ground. So all I'm doing now is I'm gathering all this copper. And you can see on the right corner that it's adding it into my inventory. Yes, you can fall in this hole. So I kind of keep a safe distance. And yes, you can manipulate your surroundings as well. Sometimes to escape the elements, you could build your own cave. I do that sometimes. When there's a storm coming, it keeps you safe. Your shields won't recharge, but they won't deplenish. Alright, looks like we got all of it. I'm looking for any type of like little yellow shiny. Okay, so now what we can do is we can deploy our refiner. Go in there, put some carbon in. It needs carbon to fuel it. We put copper in here. It's going to make chromatic metal. And it says we need 30 of it. Remember, the game always guides you what you need to do. So once we hit 30, I'll tell it to stop. Okay. Put that in my suit. Put that in my suit. Put that back in the inventory. So now we can build a base computer because we have the chromatic metal to build it. I'm going to head back to the ship. Unidentified material. Oh, we gotta switch back to arm. I think we're kind of low on sodium. Oh, just saw one. So these stones here, you see in the purple on the top of the map, these are called knowledge stones. Being that we don't have any language, The stone resonates, producing a sound that fills my mind. A vision begins to take shape. The robotic life form turns toward me. Light steams from the metal shell, forming a glow fog that surrounds us both. It gestured toward me. We'll accept the knowledge. The name Corvax floats in my vision, an echo of a strange vision I just experienced. A word in this alien tongue is seared into my brain. So now we learn the Corvax word for traveler. There's multiple languages in this game for multiple aliens. You'll always be learning their language so that you could speak to them. Because you won't be able to talk to virtually anybody for a while. So these are plants here. They shoot toxic gas out. Getting them gives us oxygen, so we're going to go ahead and get these. Plus there's 2 sodium plants there, that's the reason I'm getting them. Need that sodium. Oh wait, we haven't identified it yet. Alright. Alright, since it did that, we're going to have to take revenge. Later, plant. Where's our ship? Where's the ship? There it is. Can we make it across? Yes. It's a cobalt deposit. Some kind of half-looking deer. So when you see the red dots, that means it's an animal that we haven't scanned yet. For any other red dots. Little chests here. Don't want the metal. Give me what's inside. Hopefully there's goodies, nothing. So we need to, again, we're going to build a base computer, but I wanted to head back toward the ship. Oh, it's so far. I didn't realize how far the ship was from us. We're getting there. I'm not stopping for much now. It's gonna run straight there. So right here, you want to collect these. It's a buried technology module. We can use our Terran Manipulator and grab that technology. That salvage data. It helps us to unlock blueprints for building buildings later. It's not a main story, focal story point right now yet. The game kind of walks you through it. But since it was right there, I figured we'd grab it. there's a ship. We can't mine that yet. See, it says advanced mining laser. We have to wait. Alright, so we'll go ahead and build a base computer now. So if we hit Z, base computer will stick it right here. We're going to access. Searching cartographic archives. Universal Archive search reveals no prior claims on this site. Sonar test confirms this is suitable for construction. Do we want to claim it? Yes, we do. So now we've claimed this as a base that we can return to later. So now we need to talk to it again. Accessing a log from the previous user. Storm sweeping across, but construction supply slow. Depositing shelter planes while need to back soon. So it's a lot of stuff's breaking up. Construct bases as a shelter from harsh environments. Expand your base by earning new construction blueprints. Return this to your base to process items as you explore. So let's see what it wants us to do now. So it wants us to build here, and we're going to go ahead and build a basic little structure. Let's go ahead and do a basic 4-wall structure here. We'll do the door right there facing, and there's a storm incoming. Uh-oh. And now we're going to do the roof. Alright, so now we have a basic 4-wall structure here. See, there's a storm now when we go in our building. We're safe. And the door, you don't actually build a physical door, but you see there's a door there. It's it. So right now that storm outside, we're protected from it. We're going to go ahead and go to the base computer though. Construction largely a success. Recovered salvage data from nearby plans logs. Scans indicate additional subterranean devices. Whoever recorded these logs evidently had some success. I have access to their plans and perhaps I can learn from their efforts. Alright, so it wants us to get magnetized ferrite. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull out our little refiner. Put some carbon in. We need to turn ferrite into pure ferrite, so we're going to go ahead and do some of that real quick. Okay, and then this pure ferrite will turn into magnetized ferrite, so I'll go ahead and get that. So now we have that. says to craft a carbon nanotube, which we did. So now we can deploy that construction research unit. Do that right here. Superheated rainstorm approaching. Another storm. Okay. Let's see, research buildable technology. We're going to go ahead and research this teleport module. It said we needed 2 metal plating. See what it says we needed. Four metal plating and 2 carbon nanotubes. Uh-oh. So we need 2 more metal plating. I need to get some ferrite, that means. There's a storm out there, so I'm trying to hit them while I'm inside. Need ferrite dust. Let's see if I have enough to make 2 more now. Okay, there we go. And we can build it. So now we have a teleportation device, an upgrade, a construction research unit, and our refiner. It wants me to rename the base. I usually rename it whatever the type of planet it is. I'll just put base 1 for now because I forgot what kind of planet this is. Learn biofuel reactor. If we don't have enough plans, we'll go ahead and do that tomorrow. So we're going to have to go get another salvage module. So we'll go ahead and stop here for the night. Next time I stream, we'll go ahead and look next into getting a biofuel reactor, which means we're going to have to get some salvaged, what was it? Salvaged, salvage data, which we can find by roaming around the planet. So we'll go ahead and put this back in, and you'll see how we'll get to use this later. Again, thank you for the first day of No Man's Sky. Let's play. Daddy Mikulenga, hope you enjoyed it. I really like this game a lot. It's a ton of fun. At first it kind of moves maybe a little slow, but it starts to pick up. There's so much you can do. So, I mean, just so much. So